What's up, guys? Thanks for coming back. My name is Andres. This is the Strong Family Money Show live real estate show. My name is Andres. I'm a real estate agent here in Ventura County, investor and social media consultant. On these shows, these live shows, I talk about real estate tips and topics and what you can do to improve your likelihood of getting the highest price for your home or purchasing your next home, investing in real estate. Uh, so today we're going to talk about so there's a lot of limiting factors for people being able to take that first step and purchasing a home. In this episode, we're going to talk about a creative way to get your down payment for your next home, be it whatever percentage you want to put down. And sometimes that's a limiting factor for a lot of people. Another one in a next or a future show I'm going to go over is improving your credit score, which is another factor that usually limits people from being able to purchase a home. And I'll be going over tips on how to improve that. But on this episode, we're going to talk about a creative way to get the down payment for your home. So traditionally, it used to be that everyone would give 20% down for to purchase a home. That is not always the case. You can give less. There are loans that can allow you to put as little as 3.5% down on your first residence. So depending on how much you need, uh, obviously the best option is to save for it and use the money that doesn't incur any penalties to you. But if that's not the case, if that's not something that, so if you have the credit score, but you don't have the down payment in your bank account, this is a creative way to use a tool that you already have, that you're already putting your money in to get that money for the down payment. So what we're going to go over today is, can I use my 401k to buy my home to get the down payment? So let's go over what a 401k is. So a 401k is a employer sponsored retirement account. You get tax deduction, or you get to deduct the amount of money you put in in exchange for that. Um, you must keep the money in there for as long as you can. So you're able to uh, let's see, get an official definition here. That's an account you return for giving a deduction on money contributed to the plan and letting your money grow tax free. The government severely limits account holders' access to the funds. So that is the limiting factor. So because you get to accrue the interest on the contributed amount of money, and you get to write off the money you contribute, and you get to accrue the interest tax free, the government puts limits on what you can do with that money. So usually not until 59 and a half can you start withdrawing the money from your 401k. Sometimes if you lose your job, they allow you to take it out a little earlier, but you do incur a penalty at that time. But there are ways to get the money out of your 401k before then, depending on what you're going to use it for. So some of your 401k plans have the provision where you can take out a loan, and some of them have provision where you can take out a withdrawal. And those are two different options. And we're going to go over what the differences are and which one is better than the other, and what you probably should do if you want to use a retirement account to um, uh, get the down payment for your home. So a 401k loan is exactly what it is. So you're able to take out a loan against your 401k, the money that you have that you've contributed to the account. You're able to take a loan out against your 401k. So there's no withdrawal penalty because you're just taking out a loan against the money you've already saved in that account. And there's also no income tax paid because you're taking this out for a reason. And the third point is you have to pay yourself back with interest. So that's really the only reason why they let you take out a loan on your 401k is because they make you pay it back, and you accrue interest on the amount that not interest in your favor, but interest against the amount of money you have to pay back to your 401k. Usually, you need to check the provisions in your 401k account. 5 years is a pretty common term to pay back the amount you borrow. But if you're using this for your if you're using this for your first residence, sometimes they give you a little longer to pay that back. And the repayment does not count as a contribution to your 401k. So you don't get the same benefits of writing it off, and you're just paying back the loan that you have accrued or have it taken out to purchase your home. So that's a loan. So you can also take out a withdrawal. So that's exactly what it is. So you have to have a hardship to do this. In most cases, I'm going to say pretty much all cases, you have to need the money to take out this money from your 401k. You will incur a penalty when you do so, and you only get to take out what you need. So you don't get to take out, if you want to put down, $40,000 on a home, whatever the number is. That's just a number that off the top of my head. You don't get to take out 50 and then go have a party with the other 10, right? You have to take out only what you need from the account. You get a penalty assessed on the amount you withdraw. And you don't have to pay that back. So that's mostly a bad thing, right? You don't incur any interest on it, but you're also missing that money from your retirement account, the money that you've put in there for your retirement and accrued interest on the investments that you're making. You're not making that anymore because you now have it put somewhere else. So you don't have to pay it back. Probably not a bad thing. At least probably a bad thing. The loan at least encourages you to pay it back because you have to pay interest on it, and they have a ticking clock on how long you have to repay it. The withdrawal, you take it out, you do whatever you want as long as it's what you're using it, what you need it for. And that's a big chunk of your retirement fund taken out of your 401k. So problems with doing this. So you can do it, right? But should you? That's an important question you should ask yourself. It's great to be able to do certain things, but you also have to ask yourself, should I do it? And what are the benefits and what are the drawbacks of doing it? If this buying a home is something that's really important to you and you don't have the whatever percentage of down payment you need to put down on your home, you may be looking for other ways to get that money. And, technically this is money that you've worked for and put in these accounts. It's your money. And, you should be able to do whatever you want with your money to buy whatever you want. But you have to look into the future, and you're taking from your retirement accounts. You've been planning and working for retirement and putting this money in your account for retirement, and taking the money out takes away from that future goal. You're also slowing your potential growth. So if you cut your 401k balance in half by taking out a loan to purchase a home, you then have half as much to accrue future interest on in the 401k. So you are slowing down your growth for potential gains that you would have made in the market by taking money out to make this purchase of a home. So there are always problems, and you should weigh the benefits with the drawbacks and make your decision based on that. So there are alternatives to the 401k. IRAs might be an alternative. Either the traditional or the Roth IRA might be an alternative for you to take money out of instead of your 401k. Some IRAs, and you should check with your financial professional. Some IRAs have a special provision for first-time home buyers, so they have this already set up in the account where you can take money out. Again, check with your financial professional what yours is all about. There is a special provision in some of them where they know that people use these type of accounts for down payments, and you might be able to get a better rate and better terms on taking money out of an IRA instead of your 401k. So how should you do it, right? If you have the choice of taking money out of a retirement account, this is the order in which you should do it, right? You should look, if you have Roth IRA or traditional IRA, you should look into those two first, because again, those type of accounts already have this type of loan, depending on which one you have, built into the account. You should, if you don't have those, or if yours does not have that provision, then I would move on to a 401k loan, and I would take out a 401k loan instead of ahead of a 401k hardship withdrawal, because the loan, you're on the hook to pay back the money that you withdraw from the account. And last, I would explore, I mean, if your 401k does not have the loan option, I would then, if you have, again, if buying a home is something that you really want to do and you don't have the money in your account to put down the down payment, whatever the percentage you want to put down is, then a 401k hardship withdrawal would be the last thing that I would look into. But again, there's no mechanism to force you to pay back that money that you withdraw if you get a hardship withdrawal. I would highly encourage that you use something that puts you on the hook and makes you pay back that money to your 401k or whatever retirement account or account you're borrowing this money from. There are other methods to get down payment. You know, there are local programs. If you look into your city or county, you can probably find something there. First-time home buyer. Again, most of the time, if you're a first-time home buyer, you can get a house using an FHA loan, which is 3.5–3% down, nowhere near the 20% that you need. There are provisions and requirements on the FHA loan. The house has to qualify. You have to qualify, obviously, but you can get a house for as little as 3.5%. Most people are able to pull that money together and don't need to explore this option of borrowing from their future retirement accounts. So anyway, just a little quick summary. Again, I would opt for options that make you pay back what you borrow instead of having money taken out and not planning for your future. My name is Andres. This is the Strong Family Money Show live real estate stream. I'm going to hop on here 2-3 times a week to explain real estate topics. If you have comments or questions, you might want to watch this on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, because then I can answer your questions live on the air. You can comment on whatever social media platform you're on, and I can drag the comment over. And on those platforms, if you're brave enough, we can have you on and I can answer the question live. So my name is Andres, real estate agent, investor, and social media consultant here in Ventura County, California. This was the Strong Family Money Show. If you have any questions or want to contact me on what we spoke about today, here's my contact information, andres@strongfamilymoney.com, or you can message me on whatever social media platform that you see this video on, and I'll get back to you and answer your questions. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you guys next time.